Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I should go raid Tubal Cain's dumpster. I just watched a video of his. Always like his channel. But he was going through the remains of a auction. The video is titled The Last Auction. Well, we know how good that works. I've said that I'm not going to do something quite a bit in my life and find myself a little later going, well, one more time won't hurt. He was going through bins of parts and finding screwdrivers in there and saying, oh, the tip's screwed up on that screwdriver, I'm going to throw that out. Now, he may just be joking, I don't know. But in my neck of the woods, that would be sharpened up, cleaned up, and hung on the rack. Okay, this is pretty sad. Gonna see if I can clean it up a bit. Gonna just chuck it in the 3-jaw chuck on the south bend and take some sandpaper to it. Well, that's dressed down some. This is not rosewood. Actually, it looks like a chunk of 2x4. Somebody lopped a piece out of it. You can see that the grain right there, and this dust is hardwood. Maybe. But this is a replacement piece that somebody stuck in there. I imagine, considering the amount of wear that brace has had, this is a second knob. I'm going to clean it up and give it a bath in some blow and see if we can't make it shine up a bit. But I think that's about as good as it's going to get. This is a very worn brace. And the work that I'm doing on it is just more of an experimental nature to see if it can be done. And I'm not going to stand on my head trying to make something work out perfect. I just want to make it better. And I think we're doing that, but there's only so much better you can get out of it. The threads in this part are just about gone, but there's enough to catch it. Add a little bit of hand work in those spots that are just too hard to get to with power. It's a long ways from perfect, but I think it's good enough for what it is. It's going to take 2 or 3 coats. Sometime in the past this handle was cracked and somebody glued it back together again, and I just popped it open on that glue line. You can see where the glue is on this side. There's a little bit on this side too. So I'm going to clean this all up and plate it. And then I'll come back and glue this back together and put it on there. Just like it was brand new. Or at least as good as the day it came to me. I think what I might do is make a wooden mandrel, put some hot melt glue on this, stick it on that wooden mandrel, and then sand it up and get it cleaned up. Put some blow on it, then pop it off of that mandrel and slip it back onto the brace. But in the meantime, it's going to sit back here in the tub. This has been a pretty good evening's work. I think I got a lot accomplished. We got 2 really good test runs done. The first one, not quite as good as the second one, and I think the third one's going to be even better. I'm going to leave them in there longer. The longer they're in the bath, the more plating they get on them, and the more plating they get on them, the better polishing job I can do. These are really, really in rough shape, and they're never going to look as good as what Scout Crafter does. This is perfection. But they're going to be a lot better than what they were. And what's the point of it anyways? To make working tools. If I can add a little flash to it while I'm doing it, all to the good. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.